Hello, everyone. We're back for another chapter review of Undead Unluck. I am coming at you late again, but we've got these long ass breaks in between, so I figured I could be a little late. We'll be back on schedule next chapter, but I better be back on schedule next chapter because next chapter is probably the last chapter. We'll get into it at the end of this chapter review, but it's looking like this is the penultimate chapter for Undead Unluck, so. It's been a fun ride. It's been a fun ride. Very fast at the end, very fast pacing at the end. I've enjoyed it though. I could have enjoyed it more if it was slower pacing, but we get what we get, and I'm glad we at least get an ending. So let's get straight into this chapter review. Where we left off in the last chapter, the final big slashing tack against God and Son. God and Soul. They're like duo combo they've got going on. But yeah, with the power of the heart and the love and memories of everyone in the union with Fuuko, they were able to surpass their limits, beat the impossible, and defeat God, and they have cleared the game. And that is the chapter title of this chapter, Game Cleared. And we're gonna see what the rewards are. Luna announces the quest is cleared. The avoidance of Ragnarok successful, and she is now listing off what the rewards are. So the first reward is the complete eradication of the Umas. So there are no more Umas anymore. The physical beings that we know are the rules, like spoil, burn, even Clothy, we'll see in a moment. Those beings are gone, and what they are now are just laws of the world. So we're essentially, I was going to say establishing the laws of physics, but we're just establishing concepts in the Undead Unluck world now. So we'll see at the end of the chapter stars, the sun, the moon, things that weren't there before at the start of the Undead Unluck universe. If you remember, Gina was painting a picture with Fuuko when they first met in the, I guess it was the 100th loop, I guess, because there's the 101st loop. In the 100th loop, Gina and Fuuko first met and they were painting on the beach. And Gina didn't paint any stars in the sky, but Fuuko did. And Gina was like, "What's those? Those are pretty. What are they?" I don't know. It just feels like the sky seemed empty. That's what Fuuko said, something along those lines. But yeah, all those things are a part of the world now. They'll just be simply known as laws. Not much goes into explanation of it. Fuuko just kind of says, "Oh, laws," and that's about all we get. And we move on to Clothy. Like I was saying, he does count as an Uma, and he's kind of like, oh, geez, brother Fuuko, because Fuuko's just there crying, snot's coming down her nose and everything, and Clothy's just like, I'll never understand you. What's a human doing crying over an Uma? Because Umas are, as Beast said, literally there to torture humans. But like I was saying in a lot of reviews before, I think that is probably up to interpretation. I need to start learning to charge my camera because my camera died again. I had to put it on charge. But we're back. What was I saying? Up to interpretation. I mean, as in, if Umas were really meant to torture humans. I don't think they were meant to torture humans. They were just a part of the game and just another play. They're more there to torture negators, I guess, because negators are the real ones that's participating in the game. Because most of the rules, like I'm thinking rules like first, there's a rule of gold. I guess it makes humans more greedy. There is a point to be made, actually. Maybe Umas are there to torture humans, but now they're just laws of the world. So I guess the physical embodiments are meant to torture humans, but the concepts and laws themselves aren't meant to torture humans. Because actually, Clothy, how is the concept of clothes meant to torture humans? You could probably get into it if thinking about it. Clothes uh, is a way of humans segregating each other based on how they dress. Like if you're like dressed in like some raggedy ass clothes, that will raise conflict because people will start thinking of you lesser and you feel less of yourself. So it's all up to perspective. Perspective is all what this series is all about. So I don't know what I'm talking about, but let's get back into the chapter. Obviously, Fuuko has gotten attached to the entity as Clothy. I was going to say the person Clothy, the Uma Clothy, the entity known as Clothy. So she is very attached and obviously sad about him leaving. And Clothy is kind of putting on the, you know what, like apocalypse kind of act. Like, we know you're the homie, stop trying to act like we're not really friends like that. When you know we're friends, you know we've bonded, we've gone through all this turmoil together. I'm pretty sure Clothy was on the sun taking all that heat with Andy. Was he? I don't remember Clothy being with Fuuko or anything. So I think he was on the sun up there with Andy chilling. Clothy a real homie for that, bro. Just burning on the sun. He's got really good regenerative capabilities, I guess, as well. But anyway, Clothy leaves Fuuko and Andy with a present, and it's a wedding dress, obviously pointing to the fact that Andy and Fuuko should be a couple. Damn, I need to get used to this camera because the lighting was just off for a bit. I think it's okay now, but yeah, I need to work on that. I'm trying to get this video out quickly though, because obviously it's hella late and also I just came back from the gym. I need to eat something and get ready for work tomorrow. But we push on, and we move. So yes, Clothy leaves them back behind a present, a wedding dress. And this is very similar to what happened with Language and was it Rip and Latler? I'm pretty sure it was it Rip and Latler? No. It wasn't Language against. Of course, it wasn't Language against Rip and Latler. It was Nico and Ichiko. She left behind some rings for Nico and Ichiko. And is that just something Umas can do when they're about to die? They're like one last wish. I feel like there's a similar thing in another anime, like when someone's about to, like a god or something's about to die, they can give off one last wish. Is it in Record of Ragnarok? I'm pretty sure in Record of Ragnarok. Like, what was it? The Valkyries can do something. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the reference, but yeah, these Umas have some ability to leave behind one last presence of themselves. That we haven't seen a lot with other Umas. With Clothy, actually, with Clothy and Language, it does make sense. It might just be unique to those two Umos, really. Clothy is obviously the clothes Uma. He can just probably just manifest some clothes and like keep it permanently there. Doesn't go away. And Language, he was able to conjure up a whole bunch of stuff, but they did disappear after the game they were playing. But you know what? It's the mangaka's rules. DM, up to DM's discretion. Whatever flows. Yoshifumi can do whatever. But now we get into the second reward, and it's the extinguishment of all negation abilities. And how we first get to see this is Rip takes notice of Unknown. What was his name? Akira, I think his name was. And then we go on to get a little montage of everyone else having some fun, being able to not use their negation ability. Shan asks Moy, "Hey, do you like me?" And Moy's able to say, "Yeah, I do." And he's like, "Cool, Untruth doesn't work because if Untruth did work, she wouldn't be able to say what she really wanted to say." And Fang's just like not really participating. He probably has a smile on his face, but he has his back turned to them. But I can imagine he just doesn't want to show his lighter side to his emotions. Shown is closing his eyes and he's asking Chikara to take a picture of him. And for some reason, Chikara's eyes have also been healed. I guess that's just a bonus for completing the game, because there's no reason for the rules, the negation abilities being gone for Chikara to have his vision again. But oh well, we'll take it as it is. I'm thinking if the pacing was done as it was supposed to, maybe Yoshifumi would have actually written a way for Chikara to get his eyes back, or maybe he wouldn't have given him his eyes back if we had like a slower pacing, got used to Chikara having no eyes, and it's just something he had to live with. But I feel like just because it had to end so fast, Yoshifumi just like, you know what? Just make everything happy. Just give everything a happy ending. It's ending. Uh, Nothing has to make super so much sense. I think he probably knows, like the audience knows, that it's being rushed. So I'm just gonna make it a super duper happy ending. What? 'Cause why not? Why not? Why not? We go on to Vic trying to punch Victor, and Victor just dodging out the way. And Victor says, "I'm not your punching bag anymore." So it seems like through the previous loops, we haven't seen the relationship, but through the previous loops, maybe Victor and Void had a bit of a sparring type relationship. They were like pretty like good like sparring buddies because with Victor, he's this amazing god of battle, but with Void's negation ability, he can't dodge. He can probably dodge all kinds of manner of his attack, but with Void, never be able to dodge him. So it probably put up a pretty good fight for Victor compared to everyone else. Next, Karuru's posing and trying to chastise. Is that the right word? Well, trying to allure the attention of Indian, and she's like, "Hey, do you like me?" And he's like, yeah, sure, whatever." But it's like showing he's not really that interested. He's just going along with it. But Karuru was like, "Oh damn, now I'm motivated." So she's happy now because as an idol, I guess for her idol pride, she didn't want to just easily be able to captivate the hearts of people. Now she actually has to work on her idol attributes of being cute or whatever to actually captivate people. So now she's motivated. Now she has reason to go on in life. And Teller just spoke, and Billy's announcing it. And Billy's like, "Teller just spoke, and now he's gonna sing a song." And Teller's like, yo, chill out, bro, chill out. Can Teller sing? Was he a singer before? I feel like that was a little bit in his backstory. Phil is finally popping a smile. Creed announces that, and yeah, like I said, man, great, happy ending. I'm looking at this panel of all the negation abilities kind of like fading away. You know how when it manifests, it's in big, bold text, unback, untrust, unrepair, like when it manifests. But now that just it's all in the bold lettering, but it's all fading away. And Bunny is able to come out of that bunny suit as well. Tatiana can be touched again. We actually notice this at the end of the chapter. It isn't come doesn't come up right now during this montage, but we do notice that at the end. I actually went over my head. I'm only just realizing it right now as I'm reviewing and recording. But now we come to the last reward, which is a double-edged sword in some respects because it is the removal of all artifacts. And what that means is the heart is gone. And the heart contains all of Fuuko's love and memories of everyone. And this is getting really annoying, man. The camera. I need to figure that out. How to sort out the lighting because it's like I think it's trying to adapt. Maybe it's because I got the review hat back on. Maybe it's because of the review hat. Maybe I should take the review hat off. I'll take the review hat off and see if the lighting is better because I see it's trying to focus on my face. But yeah, maybe the review hat is making it go dark or whatever. But yeah, anyway, back to the chapter. The heart is destroyed, and with it, all of Fuuko's memories is gone. And right before it happens, Fuuko, see, it's still happening. I don't understand. I'm just have to work on my lighting. Fuuko memories are leaving, and before the heart does go, Fuuko says that she wants to wear the wedding dress they got from Clothy, the way she is right now. And I understand what she means, but Andy says leave it to him. I thought he was just going to rip off her clothes and put it on real quick right there, but that's not what he does. He doesn't actually get it on yet, but I think she means like she wants to put it on knowing Andy as she does right now. But obviously, her memories are gone. She won't be able to do that. I think Andy, by saying leave it to him, he just means he's gonna stick with you, build up some memories again, and it'll be put back on. And then they can put on the wedding dress. So he has to court her all again. How many? I think it was definitely like 200 or something years for Fuuko. She was traveling with. Actually, no, she wasn't traveling with. I'll again my lines confused. But when she was in the book with Andy, she was traveling with him. I guess time gets all Doctor Who timey wimey. Not everything makes sense when they were in the little book arc. But I feel like at least 50 years, like 50 years of courting, all gone for Andy, basically. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, Fuko's memories are gone. And Tatiana is the first one to go up to her. And this is what I'm saying. She can touch people now, which is kind of a bittersweet moment. She can finally touch. I would assume Fuko's probably Tatiana's best friend. She can finally touch her best friend. Like both of them, like that's why they bonded so much because they're both characters whose negation abilities took away the touch of their loved ones, and they're finally able to have this moment where they both can touch. But Fuko doesn't even understand or appreciate the significance of it, and that is so sad. Tatiana's even like, "Why is it only Fuko?" And Luna's just like, "That's the price she had to pay," with a kind of a smirk on her face. I'm surprised we didn't actually get to fight Luna as well. I would have really liked to give her her comeuppance. She just kind of has to deal with the loss, and it doesn't seem like she cares that much about the loss. I wish we could have really stuck it to Luna, but this is the best we can get, just beating her at her game. And Luna says, yeah, her and Sun, even those two, will no longer be a part of this world, and they will just observe as the sun and the moon. And they're now in a world where they all can be free. It ends off with Andy and Fuuko in the sunrise. I don't think it's a sunset. I'm pretty sure the sun is rising here. And Andy just asks, "Yo, brat, you free right now?" I'm guessing, I don't know where it's gonna go. This is gonna be the final episode, so I'm guessing it's just gonna, yeah, see if I do that. I really don't understand. I'm guessing they're gonna go on a date, maybe? I don't know. I'm really not sure. But this is the penultimate chapter. It's gotta be the penultimate chapter. I don't know what else can happen. You think there's gonna be a random final twist? Give us 50 more chapters? Nah, it's not. So this is it. This is the end of Undead Unluck. Not the end, but we're coming up to it. We've done the final battle. How do you guys think that went? Obviously, it was just the pacing. So it is similar to Bleach. The pacing is just crazy fast. Did not get the justice it deserved, but it got an ending at least. There was no like crazy announcement like Bleach, like, oh, you got five chapters to finish it. But I feel like they probably did do that with Yoshifumi, but it was kind of more on the download than how it was with Bleach. They probably came up to him and was like, yeah, man, you gotta wrap this up. You got like 10, 15 chapters. Yeah, finish this quick. But yeah, man, it's bittersweet. It's a bittersweet moment. But yeah, thank you for watching if you made it this far. And have a wicked sick day. Peace out.